everybody, Hank Shreve here. Happy New Year. Hope you all are doing well. So I finally had a moment to play around with the Trochilus Game Changer. And I've been getting asked about this harmonica a lot lately, so I thought I'd take a moment and give you my honest, unfiltered opinion about it. So first off, I'll start with the good news, and then I'll go over to the bad news. Also, I just want to say I'm in no way affiliated with this company. I'm endorsed by Hohner Harmonicas. I love Hohner. They're my favorite brand. I love the people that work at the company. So I'm a Hohner guy. But I just thought I would take this and just, try it out and just tell you what I think about it. So first off, it's got a really cool design. It looks cool. It's different looking than any other harmonica, which is cool, unique. I like unique. And the other cool thing, it's got this little kind of dip in the comb, which is nice for gripping. You can kind of put a finger right there and it adds some stability, which is cool. And of course, you have the button. So yes, it is a hybrid type of harmonica. This is not new technology. This has actually existed for a very long time. The Hohner Koch harmonica, and that's the actual pronunciation, by the way, Koch. K-O-C-H, and that was it was like a diatonic tuned harmonica, Richter tuned, but it had a button, kind of just like this one. All right, so that's kind of cool. So it does open some doors. It does give you some different possibilities as far as riffs and sounds. So like, for example, right there. So right there, I'm going from the 3-draw to 3-draw with the button in. It's actually the same note as 4-blow, but it's cool because you get the sound of the slide. So you can't quite do that same rolly kind of sound without the slide. So that part is really cool. And also moving on from there, so like if you do 5-draw, that's handy because then that turns that into kind of like country tuning. And so for those of you that don't know, country tuned diatonic harmonica is the 5-draw is tuned up a half step. So, which is kind of cool because you get a major third for the 5 chord. So it's also cool because if you want to play 3rd position but in a major, that can be done on this. One more other thing that is also really cool, the 6-draw with the button in. That gives you a minor third for the 1 chord. Minor third for the 1 chord. So it makes turnaround licks even better too, because you can get I call that the Caledonia lick, So that's kind of cool. You don't have to bend or retune your harmonica in order to get those notes. So I like that. That's pretty cool. All right, so now let's get on over to the bad news. So the bad news is, we see the mouthpiece. That's really the main problem I have with this harmonica, is that I think the mouthpiece could be maybe a little bit thicker. So in thicker, I mean just a little bit more space this way. Because the problem I'm having, and I've heard this from a couple other folks too, is that if you have a beard or a mustache and you do, you're gonna get a hair stuck, and it's not gonna feel good. Probably gonna hurt. So I know that doesn't seem like a big deal for some of you out there, but for me, it's enough to kind of distract me and take me out of the game a little bit. So, if I were to change this harmonica, like I said, I would make this just a little bit thicker and maybe even more rounded. That way it kind of fits on the sides of the mouth a little bit better. Because the one other problem with the narrow mouthpiece is that those of you that are tongue blockers out there, you can actually feel. See how it's sliding like that? You can actually feel that on the tip of your tongue, which is a little distracting. And also, if you're not too careful, like if you go really deep, it might scratch the tip of your tongue. So yeah, that's no good. And like I said, you have to have an instrument that doesn't take you out of the game. If you have an instrument that you're constantly worrying about how it's going to play or how it's going to affect the way you play, then that instrument probably needs some improvements, or that's not the right instrument for you. It's the same with guitar, drums, everything. Like if you're playing on a guitar that's constantly going out of tune, that's going to mess with you, and it's not going to be fun. And it might hinder your technique. So that's why I wanted to talk about this harmonica, because I think it's got some great potential, but it just needs some small improvements, and I think it'll be even better. So that's why I wanted to talk about it today. Is just I don't hate this harmonica, but I don't love it either. And I want to love it. I want to, but I just don't. So anyway, I hope I didn't upset anybody with my review on this harmonica, but I just had to talk about it because I played around with it for a while and I was like, okay, yeah, kind of cool, but there's these little things that keep getting in the way, and I hope they can fix that. So there you go. I hope you found this review helpful. And then the last question I also get about these is, should I get one? Do I need one? You don't need one, but I will say it's always good to have one or two or more different kinds of harmonicas in your bag. So like a chromatic, a different tuning, natural minor, harmonic minor, or even like one of the weird ones. You just never know when you're going to use that harmonica. I've been in recording sessions before and gigs where it's like there was this one song and I played regular cross harp on it, and it was like, that doesn't quite work. Try a different position. It's a little better, but then I would try like a different tuning or like a tremolo harmonic, just something different, and then that wound up working. So that's why I think it's good to have one of these. The other thing that's kind of a bonus is that you get two harps in one. So like this is a C harp, but it's also a D flat harp too. So for me, I don't get to use my D flat harp hardly ever because I don't play an A flat. I would love to. I love the key of A flat, but it's just not a common key. So, rather than spending money on buying, two harmonicas or one harmonica, you could just this is two harmonicas in one. In fact, I know about 3 or 4 different people that have replaced all their diatonics with these. So, cool, that's good for you, whatever floats your boat. I'm not sure if I would go that far because, I'm pretty invested in the chromatic, as many of you know. And I think that the chromatic and the diatonic, not one is better than the other. They're both really good. And sometimes, this song is a better fit for chromatic, and sometimes this song is a better fit for diatonic. So not one is better than the other. So just want to throw that out there. But anyway, so that's my review. Hope you like it. Hope you found that helpful. Hope you have a good new year, and we'll see you around. Thanks. Bye.